Well, you haven't got a cab.
I tell you, there's not one to be had for love or money.
Oh, Freddie, you are useless. There must have been one. You can't have tried.
I tell you, they're all engaged.
It's too tiresome. Do you expect us to get one ourselves?
You really are helpless, Freddie. Now go away and don't come back until you've got us one.
I shall simply go and get soaked for nothing.
But what about us? Are we to stand here all night in this draft with next to nothing on? You selfish pig!
Very well. I'll go. Oh, sorry.
Look where you're going, Dick! All my violets trod into the mud!
This is for you, girl.
Oh, thank you kindly, miss. Oh, Karen, do buy a flower for a poor girl.
I'm sorry, I haven't any change.
Here, I can change half a crown. Here, take this for tuppence.
Now don't be troublesome, busy girl. Here's 3 halfpence if that's any use to you.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Careful, give him a flower for it. There's a bloke behind taking down every blessed word you're saying.
I ain't done nothing wrong. I've a right to sell flowers if I keep off the curb. I'm a respectable girl, so help me. I only spoke to him to ask if he wanted to buy a flower.
There, you silly girl. What do you take me for?
It's all right. Look at his boots. He's a gentleman. She thought he was a copper's narc, sir.
I never said a word.
Oh, shut up. Do I look like a policeman?
Then, what did you take down my words for? What's that? That ain't proper writing. I can't read that.
I can. Cheer up, have another flower off. How'd you come so far east to Waterless Grove?
Oh, what harm is there in me leaving Lisson Grove? It wasn't fit for a pig to live in, and I had to pay 4 and 6 a week.
Live where you like, but stop that noise.
I'm a good girl, I am.
You take us for dirt under your feet, don't you? Catch you taking liberties with a gentleman. Here, tell him where he comes from if you want to go fortune-telling.
Cheltenham, Harrow, Cambridge, and India. Quite right.
He's no gentleman to interfere with a poor girl.
What on earth is Freddie doing? I shall get pneumonia if I stand in this draft any longer.
Pneumonia. Earl's Court.
Will you please keep your impertinent remarks to yourself?
I apologise, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to. Your mother's Epsom, unmistakably.
Ooh, how very curious. I was brought up in Large Lady Park, near Epsom.
What a devil of a name. Excuse me.
Don't dare speak to me.
Please, Clara.
He's no gentleman to take away my character, finding people like that. How would he like it himself?
It's quite fine now, Clara. We can walk to the motor bus.
Poor girl! Hard enough for her to live without being worrited and chivied. Unmanly coward ought to be
Woman,
ashamed
cease
of
this
himself.
detestable boohooing this instant, or else seek the shelter of some other place of worship.
I've a right to be here if I like, same as you.
A woman who utters such disgusting and depressing sounds has no right to be anywhere. No right to live. My, what a sound.
Gone.
You see this creature? In 3 months I could pass her off as a duchess. I'm Colonel Pickering, student of Indian dialect. So who are you? Henry Higgins, author of Higgins' Universal Alphabet. I came from India to meet you. I was going to India to meet you. Where do you live? 27A Wimpole Street. Come and visit me in the morning. I'm at the Carlton. Come with me now and we can have a draw over some supper. Oh, right you are.
Do buy a flower off me. I'm short for my lodging.
I really haven't any change. I'm sorry.
Well,
Pickering! Shorty cab at last. Hello. Where were the two ladies that were standing here earlier?
they walked to the bus when the rain stopped.
And left me with a cab in my hands? Damnation.
Never you mind, young man. I'm going home in a taxi.
When I'm dashed.
A young woman's here to see you, sir.
A young woman? What does she want?
She's a very common girl, sir. Very common indeed.
Has she an interesting accent?
Oh, something dreadful, sir. I don't know how you can take an interest in it.
Let's have her up. Show her up, Mrs. Pierce.
Very well, sir. It's for you to say.
This is quite a stroke of luck. I shall show you how I make my records. I'll set her talking.
This is the young woman, sir.
Oh, this is the girl I took down last night. She's of no use to me. Be off with you. I don't want you.
Now don't you be so saucy. You ain't heard what I come for yet. Did you tell him I come in a taxi?
Nonsense! What do you think a man like Mr. Higgins cares what you came in?
Oh, we are proud. Now, he ain't above giving lessons, he ain't. I ain't here for no compliment, and if my money's not good enough, I can go elsewhere.
Good enough for what?
Good enough for you. Now, you know what I come for. I come for lessons, and to pay for them too, make no mistake.
Oh, well, what do you expect me to say to you?
Well, if you was a gentleman, you might ask me to sit down. Don't I tell you I'm bringing you business?
What do you say, Pickering? Shall we ask this baggage to sit down, or shall we throw her out the window?
I won't be called a baggage when I've offered to pay like any other lady.
What is it you want, my girl?
I want to be a lady in a flower shop. Talk more genteel. I can pay him. He said he could teach me. I ain't asking no favour, and he treats me as if I was dirt.
How can you be such a foolish and ignorant girl to think you can afford to pay Mr. Higgins?
Why shouldn't I? I know what lessons cost just as well as you do, and I'm prepared to pay.
How much?
Now you're talking. I knew you'd come off it as soon as you got the chance to get back a bit of what you chucked at me last night.
Sit down.
Well, if you're going to make a compliment...
Sit down!
Sit down, girl! Do as you're told!
Won't you sit down?
Don't mind if I do.
What's your name?
Liza Doolittle.
How much do you propose to pay for me for my lessons?
I know what's right. I won't give you more than a shilling. Take it or leave it.
Well, she offers me 2/5 of her daily earnings. It's handsome. By George, it's enormous. It's the biggest offer I've ever had.
Wait, what are you talking
Hold your
about?
tongue.
Oh, nonsense, girl. Nobody's going to touch your money.
Somebody's going to touch you with a broomstick if you don't stop snivelling.
One would think he was my father.
If I decide to take you on, I shall be worse than two fathers to you. Here,
What's this for?
to wipe your eyes.
Higgins, I'm interested. What about the ambassador's garden party? I'll say you're the greatest teacher alive if you can make that good. I'll bet you all the expenses of the experiment that you can't do it. And I'll pay for the lessons.
Oh, you are good, Captain. Thank you, Captain.
It's almost irresistible. She's so deliciously low, so horribly dirty.
I ain't dirty. I washed my face and my hands before I come here, I did.
You certainly aren't going to turn her head with flattery, Higgins.
I do hope, sir, you won't encourage him to do anything foolish.
I will make a duchess out of this draggle-tailed gutter snipe. Yes, yes. In 6 months, no, in 3, if she has a good ear and a quick tongue, I'll be able to take her anywhere and pass her off as anything. We'll start now, this minute. Mrs. Pierce, take her away and clean her.
Yes, but...
Take her clothes and burn them. Bring up for new ones.
But you ain't no gentleman, you ain't. And I'm a good girl, I am. And I know who the likes of you are, I do.
You must learn how to behave like a duchess. Mrs. Pierce, if she gives you any trouble, wallop her.
No! I'll call the police, I will.
But I've no place to put her.
Put her in the dustbin.
Do be reasonable, sir. You don't know anything about her. What about her parents? She could be married.
Gone.
There, as the girl rightly says, gone. Married indeed. Don't you know that a woman of that class looks a worn-out drudge of 50 a year after she's married?
Who'd marry me?
By George, Eliza, the streets will be strewn with the bodies of men shooting themselves for your sake before I'm done with you.
Nonsense, sir. You mustn't talk like that.
Right, I'm off. He's off his chum, he is. I'm being taught by no Barbies.
Oh, mad, am I? Very well. Mrs. Pierce, you needn't bring up the new clothes. Throw her out.
No, you got no right to touch me.
You see now what comes of being saucy. This way, please.
I don't want no clothes. I wouldn't have taken them. I can buy my own clothes.
You wicked, ungrateful girl. This is my return for offering to take you out of the gutter, dress you beautifully, and make a lady of you.
Go home to your parents, girl. Tell them to take better care of you.
I ain't got no parents.
Where's your mother?
I ain't got no mother. I done without them. I'm a good girl, I am.
See, she doesn't belong to anyone. It's no use to anyone. But me.
Well, what's to become of her? Is she to be paid anything? Or do be sensible?
Oh, what would he do with money? She'll have her food and her clothes. She'll only drink if you give her money.
Does it occur to you, Higgins, that the girl might have some feelings?
Oh, no, none that we need worry about. Do you, Eliza?
I got my feelings, same as anyone else.
Oh. Do you see the difficulty?
What difficulty?
To get her to talk grammar.
I don't want to talk grammar. I want to talk like a lady.
And what's to become of her when you've finished your teaching? You must look ahead a little, sir.
What will become of her if I leave her in the gutter? Tell me that, Mrs. Pierce.
Well, that's her own business and not yours.
Well, once we're done with her, we can put her back into the gutter. Then that's all right.
Right, I'm off. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you ought.
Have some chocolate, Eliza.
How do I know what's in them? I've heard of girls being drugged by the likes of you.
Don't good faith, Eliza. I'll eat one half. You eat the other.
No.
We'll have boxes of them, barrels of them. Every day. You shall live on the stuff. Eh?
I wouldn't have eaten it. Only I'm too ladylike to take it out my mouth.
Higgins, I must interfere. Mrs. Pierce is quite right. The girl must understand thoroughly what she's doing.
How can she? She's incapable of understanding anything.
Come with me, young.
I won't stay here if I don't like.
That's right, Mrs. Pierce. Bundle her.
I'm a good girl, I am.
Excuse the straight question, Higgins. But are you a man of good character where all women are concerned?
Have you ever met a man of good character or women are concerned?
Yes, very frequently. And I hope it is understood there are advantages to be taken of her position.
I assure you, she shall be a pupil, and teaching would be impossible if pupils were not sacred. They may as well be blocks of wood. I might as well be a block of wood.
I'm
It's
afraid the trouble's beginning already, sir. There's a dustman outside, Alfred Doolittle. Says you have his daughter here.
Professor Higgins.
Ah, yes. Good morning, sit down.
Morning, Governor. I want my daughter. That's what I want. See?
Oh, of course, take her away at once.
What?
Do you expect me to keep your daughter for you?
The girl belongs to me. You got her. Where do I come in?
How dare you come here and attempt to blackmail me? You set up to this as an attempt to extort money through threats. I shall telephone for the police.
Have I said a word about money?
What else did you come for?
Well, what would a man come for? Be human, Governor.
Alfred, did you set her up to this?
Certainly, Governor. I never did. Have I said a word about taking her away? Have I now?
You'll take her away double quick.
Now, Governor.
Mrs. Pierce!
It's a career opening for us, you might say.
Mrs. Pierce. Yeah, Mrs. Pierce. This is Eliza's father. He's come to take her away. Give her to him.
Now, Governor, this is a misunderstanding.
He can't take her away, sir. You told me to burn her clothes.
Take your daughter away. If she has no clothes, buy her some.
I've sent for some clothes for your girl. You can wait in the kitchen. This way, please.
Now, Governor, you and me is men of the world, ain't we?
Oh, men of the world, are we? You better leave, Mrs. Pierce.
I think so indeed, sir.
The floor is yours, Mr. Doolittle.
Thank you, Governor. Now, I'll tell you the truth. I've taken a sort of liking to you, Governor. And I'm not so set on having her back, but what I may be open to is an arrangement. Regarding the light of a young woman, she's a fine, handsome girl. As a daughter, she's not worth her keep. So I'll tell you straight. All I ask for is my rights as a father. And you're the last man alive to expect me to let her go for nothing. And tell you're one of the straight sorts, Governor. So tell me, what's a £5 note to you, and what's Eliza to me?
I think you ought to know, Mr. Doolittle, that Mr. Higgins' intentions are entirely honourable.
Of course they are, Governor. I thought there wasn't. I'd ask 50.
Are you meaning to say, you callous rascal, that you would sell your daughter for £50? 5, I think you said.
Thank you, Governor.
Sure you won't take 10?
Not now. Another time, Governor.
You are.
Thank you, Governor. Good morning. Beg pardon, miss.
You don't know your own daughter?
Blimey, it's Eliza.
What's this?
Oh, I never thought she'd clean up as good looking as that. She's a credit to me, ain't she? But she'll soon pick up your free and easy ways.
I'm a good girl, I am. And I won't pick up no free and easy ways. Don't you listen to the old lie. He won't be back again in a hurry.
I don't want to see him, Eliza. Do you?
No, I don't never want to see him again, I don't.
Now, Eliza, the new clothes have come for you to try on.
Wait.
Don't rush about like that, girl!
We have taken on a stiff job, Pickering.
Higgins, we have.
What are you doing here today? It's my home. You promised not to come.
No, Mother.
Go home at once.
I know, Mother. I have a job for you. I've picked up a girl.
Does that mean that some girl has picked you up?
Oh, no, I don't mean a love affair.
Oh, what a pity.
Why?
Well, you never fall in love with anyone under 45. When will you discover there's some rather good-looking young women about?
I have no time for young women. My idea of a lovable woman is something as close to you as possible. Besides, they're all idiots.
Do you know what you would do if you really loved me?
No, what? Marry, I suppose.
Stop fidgeting and sit up straight. That's good boy. Now tell me about the girl.
She's coming to visit you.
I don't remember asking her.
You didn't. She's a common flower girl I picked off the curbstone.
And invited her to my home.
Yes, it'd be quite safe. She's very strict rules as to her behaviour and is to keep to 2 subjects, the weather and everybody's health. That should be safe.
Safe? To talk about our health. How can you be so silly, Henry?
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do?
And my son, Henry.
Ah, your celebrated son. I have so longed to meet you, Professor Higgins.
Delighted.
How do you do?
I have met you somewhere before. I have a ghost of a notion where, but I remember your voice. It doesn't matter, sit down.
I am sorry to say that my celebrated son has no manners. You mustn't mind me.
I don't.
Oh, not at all.
I apologise if I've been rude. I didn't mean to be.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Higgins?
How good of you to come. Do you know Mrs. Inesfield and Miss Inesfield? How do you
do?
How do you do?
Has Henry told you what we've come for?
We were interrupted. Damn it.
Oh, Henry.
Are we in the way?
Oh, no, not at all. You couldn't have come more fortunately. We want you to meet a friend of ours.
Yes, by George, we need 2 or 3 people. You'll do well enough.
Mr. Eynsford Hill.
Oh, God, I've had another of them.
How do you do?
How do you do? Colonel Pickering.
How do you do?
And my son, Henry.
How do you do?
Met you somewhere before. Where was it?
I don't think so.
Well, what the devil are we going to talk about until Eliza comes?
Manners, Henry.
Here she is.
Mrs. Higgins. Mr. Higgins told me I might come.
That's right, I'm very glad indeed to see you.
And Colonel Pickering, is it not?
I feel sure we've met before. I remember your eyes.
How do you do?
My daughter Clara.
How do you do?
I've certainly had the pleasure.
My son Freddie.
How do you do?
Ah, yes! It comes back to me. Covent Garden, what a damned thing.
Oh, Henry. Will it rain, do you think?
The shallow depression in the west of these islands is likely to move slowly in an easterly direction. There is no indication of any great change in the barometrical situation.
How awfully funny.
What's wrong with that? I bet I got it right.
Kidding.
I'm sure I hope it won't turn cold. There's an awful lot of influenza about when it's cold. It runs right through our family, regularly through spring.
My aunt died of influenza. Or so they said. But it's my belief that they dumbed the old woman in.
Done her in?
Yes, Lord love you, why should she die of influenza? She come through diphtheria right enough the year before. Fairly blue with it she was. They all thought she was dead, till my father, he kept pouring spirits down her throat till she came to so sudden that she bit the bowl off the spoon. What call would a woman of that strength have to die of influenza? What come of her new straw hat that was to come to me? I say, whoever pinched the hat is them that done her in.
What does doing her in mean?
It's the new small talk. To do someone in means to kill them.
You surely don't mean that your aunt was killed?
Do I not? Them that killed her would have killed her for a hat pin, let alone a hat.
But it can't have been right for her father to ladle spirits down her throat like that. It could have been that killed her.
Not her. Gin was mother's milk to her. Besides, it poured so much down his own throat he knew the good of it.
Do you mean that he drank?
Drank? My word, something chronic.
How dreadful for you.
Not a bit. Never did him no harm that I could see. But then again, he did not keep it up regularly. More on the burst, from time to time, as you might say. And always more agreeable when he had a drop in. You see, when he was out of work, mother would give him 4p, tell him to go out, drink himself cheerful and loving-like, and not come back until he'd done so. You see, many women have to make their husbands drunk to make them fit to live with. You see, if a man has a bit of conscience, it takes him when he's sober and makes him low-spirited. A drop of booze takes the edge off. What are you sniggering at?
The new small talk. You do it so awfully well.
What's wrong with that? I bet I got... Have I said anything I ought to?
No, not at all, Miss Doolittle.
Well, that's a mercy anyhow. But I've always... Well, I must go. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Colonel Pickering. Goodbye.
Miss Doolittle, are you walking through the park?
Walk? Walk? Not bloody likely. I'm going home in a taxi.
Well, after that, I think it's time for us to go.
Goodbye. Such nonsense, all this early Victorian prudery.
Such damned nonsense.
Such bloody nonsense!
Come on, Oxford Hill!
Well, I ask you, goodbye.
Would you like to meet Miss Doolittle? Oh, well, you know my days.
Thanks, Miss Aubrey. Goodbye. Goodbye, all.
Goodbye, Mr. Higgins.
Goodbye, goodbye.
It's no use. I shall never bring myself to use that word.
It's not compulsory. You'll get on quite well without it.
Only Clara is so down on me if I am not positively reeking with the latest slang. Oh, you mustn't mind, Clara. It's just we're so poor, you see. She gets so few parties. She doesn't quite know the half of it. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye.
So, is Eliza presentable?
You silly boy. Of course she's not presentable. What is to be done with her afterwards?
There are plenty of openings. We'll do what's right. Goodbye.
Men, men, men.
One month later. One bloody month later.
I say, look up, Pick. We shan't be going out again.
Can Mrs. Pierce go to bed? We won't be needing any more of her, will we?
Oh, Lord, no, Lord, no.
Oh, I say. Mrs. Pierce will round. She sees things lying all over the drawing room.
Throw both bags through the hallway. She'll see them in the morning and put them away right now. She'll think we were drunk.
We are slightly.
I didn't check. Wonder where my slippers are. Oh. But what a night. What a crew. What a silly tomfoolery. Oh, didn't the Duchess do well? Except for the part when she fell in the fountain. Oh, and the Duke tried to pull her out. And they both fell in. Oh, they're there, are they? Well, I'm a bit tired. It's been quite a night. The garden party, the dinner party, and the opera. Rather too much of a good thing. Still, a triumph for you, Higgins. Eliza did the trick and something to spare, eh? Thank God it's over. Were you nervous at the garden party? I was, but Eliza didn't seem a bit nervous. Right, well, I might turn in. Still, it's been quite the occasion, and you've won your bet, Higgins. Good night. Good night. Oh, and Eliza. Turn off the lights and tell Mrs. Pierce not to make coffee in the morning. I'll take tea. I wonder where my slippers are.
There! And there! Take your slippers, and may you never have another day's luck with them.
The devil? What's the matter? Get up. Get up. Anything wrong?
Nothing wrong with you, but I've won your bet for you, haven't I? What's to become of me? What's to become of me?
How am I supposed to know what's to become of you? What does it matter what becomes of you?
You don't care. I know you don't care.
The strain of the day is getting to you. Will you have some champagne?
No! Thank you.
This day's been coming on you for quite some time, and I suppose it's only natural that you feel anxious about the garden party, but it's all over now. You're free to do whatever you like.
What have you left me fit for? What am I fit for? Where am I to go? What am I to do?
You might marry. You're not bad looking. When yourself and quite all right, you're what I should call attractive. What about your old idea of a florist shop? Pickering could set you up in one. He's lots of money. I came down for something. What was it?
Your slippers.
Oh yes. You shied them at me.
Before you go, sir,
Eh?
my clothes belong to me or Colonel Pickering. My clothes were burnt. I don't want to be accused of stealing. Please will you tell me what I may take away with me?
You may take the whole damned house full, if you like. Except for the jewels, those are hide. Will that satisfy you?
Wait. Take these and keep them safe in your bedroom. I don't want to run the risk of their being missing.
If these were mine instead of the jeweller's, I would ram them down your ungrateful throat.
And this. You bought this for me in Brighton. I don't want it now. Don't you hit me.
Hit you? You infamous creature, how dare you accuse me of such a thing? It is you who have hit me. You've wounded me to the heart.
Well, at least I have a little of my own back, anyhow.
Damn my own folly for lavishing my knowledge on a heartless gutter snipe. Mother, here's a confounded thing.
Yes, Steve, good morning. What is it?
The light is bolted.
Oh, you must have frightened her.
The girl has a perfect right to leave if she chooses.
There's a man, or two, sir. Alfred Doolittle.
Doolittle, the dustman.
Oh no, sir. A gentleman. Alfred Doolittle.
See it? Do you see this? You done this.
Done what, man?
This. Look at this. Look at these clothes.
Good morning, Mr. Doolittle. Won't you sit down?
Beg pardon, miss. I'm so full of what's happened to me I can't think of anything else.
What the devil's happened to you?
This is something you've done to me, Andrew Higgins.
You found Eliza, that's the point.
Have you lost her?
Yes.
Oh, you have all the luck you have. No, I haven't found her. She'll find me quick enough.
But my dear Mr. Doolittle, what has my son done to you?
Done to me. Ruined me. Destroyed my happiness. Tied me up and delivered me into hands of middle-class morality.
You're raving, you're drunk, you're mad. I gave you £5.
Drunk, am I? Mad, am I? Now tell me this. Did you, or did you not, write a letter to an old blind